It is no bad thing to celebrate a simple life. In modern society, I feel like people seem to have a clear understanding of what an exciting life should be for everyone. The common perception of an exciting life is to travel everywhere, have an amazing career, find a perfect partner, live in a big house, own an amazing car, wear fancy clothes, etc. Many of us believe that when we achieve these things, then we can finally be happy and our life truly becomes exciting and fulfilling. And because of this belief, I feel that there's so much societal pressure to stand out and use our full potential to live the best life, whatever that means. From a young age, we are often told to dream big, to challenge ourselves, and to shine and be different from the crowds. Otherwise, people are inclined to think that your life ends up becoming average and meaningless. We now live in a world where being average is also categorized as something negative and boring. But I happen to have a different perspective on this societal belief and how I choose to live my life. So in this video, I'm going to share with you why I choose to live a boring life, despite the fact that the trend of our society is to have an exciting life. I believe this trend of having an exciting life hugely comes from things like TV ads, movies, and social media. Companies spend billions and billions of dollars to try to make us think that the reason why we are not living the best life is that we don't have the products or services that they offer to us. When you scroll down Instagram, you see other people's posts and they look like they're having fun with their life 24/7. And here we are sitting on the couch doing absolutely nothing. It is now so easy for us to compare ourselves with others, and seeing other people's lives might make us wonder, why does my life seem so boring in comparison to others? We feel that as if we have to constantly do cool things to post on social media just to show others that we are living the life that makes us feel happy and fulfilled. But we might want to ask ourselves, why do we need to show others that we are happy if we are truly happy with ourselves in the first place? In fact, it may be because we believe that the only way to becoming happy is to receive others' approval or being respected for what we do in our life by others. It may be that we are just a bunch of lonely people who intensely look for love and respect from others to fill a void in our empty hearts. And we believe that the only way to receive those things is to possess external things such as fame, money, and luxurious items. This is because material accumulation has become the gateway to respect and love from everyone else in our society. We tend to have this mindset that if we achieve X, then we'll be happy. If we have Z, then we'll be happier than how we are now. There are also popular self-help motivational quotes that talk about things like, anyone can achieve anything in life, or you work hard and you can enjoy the life you want, sort of thing. But I always wondered, are these really true? Do these things really apply to every single person on this earth? If these statements were entirely true, then wouldn't the majority of people become extremely wealthy because their goal to earn more money to be wealthier than what they are now is the same among the large group of population in the world? However, we all know that this isn't what's happening on this earth. I happen to have a different perspective about becoming wealthy, which is working hard is such a small part of the equation that might contribute to someone becoming wealthy. I believe your background, like being born into the right family, the environment that you grew up in, who you meet in life, and luck play a huge role for people creating wealth for their life. I know that a lot of self-help gurus would like to disagree with me on this, but let me say that the reality is most of us are going to have an ordinary life. What we have done as a society is that we have built a world where an ordinary life is not good enough. I guess subconsciously we are forced to think that we need to have the perfect life where we are supposed to do a lot of traveling, partying with friends, graduate from university, find a perfect job, a perfect partner, and have a perfect wedding, become an influencer, and change the world, as if these are the things that all of us must achieve to become happy. This is why I became sick of having the mindset of working hard to become anything that I want, because of how I thought that these statements didn't make sense to me at all. Even on YouTube, I used to try acting like this confident person who had figured everything out about his life because I thought it was what it meant to be an influencer. But I got so tired of trying to act like somebody else, and I finally started to be able to become true to myself. Because of this, I can confidently tell you that I have no freaking idea what I'm doing with my life at the moment, but I know that it's okay. I guess I realized that what we tend to perceive as the perfect life wasn't perfect for me. I noticed that no matter how many goals that I create and achieve, I can't be happy as long as I have the mindset of I will be happy if I achieve X, because that simply means that I'm not content with myself right now, and I would always establish more goals to think that one day I will be happy. I decided to accept that my life is what it is. I mean, it might change for something better or worse in the future, but it is what it is now. And I decided to enjoy my current situation with what I have instead of trying to become happy in the future. My current perspective is that if I can't be happy now, then why will I be happy in the future? If I'm not happy about who I am, then this is not going to change in the future no matter what I will have or I won't have. You know what? More than anything, I love staying at home, doing things like reading, writing, and eating food. I have been told things like, Senna, you're so young, so you should attend more parties, go to huge music festivals, go clubbing and hang out with friends, etc. I have tried all of these things, but I still loved staying at home more than anything. Then I noticed that what the majority of people like doesn't necessarily mean that I like those things as well. I might be really into what society defines as lazy, like binge watching The Big Bang Theory for many hours on weekends, but I'm like, so what? This is my life and I should be the one deciding what I like to do with my own time. Because of this perspective, I feel like I have so much confidence in myself to focus on the things that I really love or care about. My life is not based on other people's opinions and perspectives. This is my life that I should get to enjoy and live however I would like to live. It seems like many of us don't realize that it's a big privilege to be able to just live, like doing things such as reading, painting, cooking, and walking. There's nothing wrong with pursuing the fast-paced life where you go out there and experience as many things as possible, but it's also okay not to want this lifestyle. I consider myself a privileged individual. I have never been through poverty in my entire life. I could also do whatever I wanted to do when I was young because I always had my family and friends who encouraged me that I could be anything that I wanted. I could have the opportunity to study abroad in New Zealand when I was 15 because of my family's huge financial support. Sure, although I couldn't speak English well at the beginning of my time in New Zealand, I studied as hard as possible every day to finish high school and university there. I ended up getting an internship, then a coordinator role, and got promoted to a sales manager role within a year in a local company in New Zealand. I believe that these achievements of my life partially came from my hard work, but it's such a small part of the equation if you think about the big picture. These accomplishments happened because there were people in New Zealand that became friends with me when they had absolutely no reason to become friends with a guy who couldn't speak English properly and they looked after me. There were people who believed that I could do well in the company and offered me those job positions. My family always supported me for whatever I was going through, and they always encouraged me to become greater as a human being. I couldn't have worked hard when I was in New Zealand if I hadn't got the support from my family, friends, and people around me. I strongly believe that I could get the opportunities that I've had in my life because of others and luck. I can confidently say that I haven't achieved anything by myself in life. It has always been because of other people's support. For that reason, even if I ever become what people consider as successful, I believe I will never be able to say things like, I'm successful because of myself and all by my hard work. I would like to have you slap me hard in the face if I ever say some shit like that. Sorry, I went off track, but my point is that I consider how I can choose to live a boring life is a privilege. I feel so sufficient with myself in the current situation that I'm in, so that I feel grateful for what I have, such as being able to wake up every day, eat, read, share my perspectives with you on YouTube, talk to my family and friends, etc. I feel that I don't need to have things that people perceive as amazing and exciting to make my life the best life, because the way my life is now is the best for me, and it's all that matters to me. The life that I'm choosing to live may not be defined as exciting because I find joy in such small things that I know a lot of people think is normal or average. But I think the fact that I'm able to choose what I like for myself is a privilege, and I know that I can be happy and fulfilled by being true to myself. And this means not to try hard to pursue the exciting life that society or many people believe in. It's because at the end of the day, how others think of my life is not my concern, because I just want to enjoy my own way of leading a life that I consider amazing in my own definition. This is why I choose to live a boring life, but for me, it's a perfect life that I can have. That's the end of the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed this topic. If you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up, because when you hit the like button, the YouTube algorithm helps my channel grow and reach people who are interested in the topics that I discuss on my channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider subscribing, and I will keep striving to create videos that are worth your time. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you guys later. Bye!